It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And welcome to the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the two-board screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective, because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I like to get on and tell about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Arizona. Got some plays over in Arizona this past week. Gracias, gratitude, toda. In Arizona, I always wanted to go to the town of Tombstone. You know, the OK Corral, the shootouts. You know, the Wild Wild West gunslingers. You always want to check that town out. So one of these days, I have to fly down to Arizona and check out Tombstone. Be very cool, like I'm in the old Wild 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 West. So thanks for listening, guys. Gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day, I went to school radio DJ, but I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just did not have the endurance. If I would have had a little more endurance, then maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But I didn't, and it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, grass, trees, bushes, tumbleweeds. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just beware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble all day, but I won't. Let's get right to the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just want to chill, relax, mellow out, drink a drink, eat some food, chill, meditate, lower lights, burn some incense, right? Well, I do that a lot. And when I do that, I like to have some ambient sounds in the back. Well, recording artist Picard Tiberius does that, and he just re-released the track 4 Lights on all DSPs. So if you want to get mellowed out, vibe out, chill, relax, low lights, have some tea, just get in that vibe, check out the track 4 Lights. I'll put the link below. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. Like I told you last episode, bro, the mind was a little wild. They're going all over the place, going to different places, thinking about different things, seeing like all the possibilities of what could go wrong. I don't know where it came from, bro. I don't know what happened, bro. The emotional, the mental's all over. But now it's kind of past. I'm kind of back to normal. Almost 100%. I'm almost 100%. I'm almost there, very close. But I don't know, it's very powerful monkey mind. It's very powerful. And usually I subdue the monkey mind very easily. But for whatever reason, this monkey mind was lingering. I don't know why, I'm not sure what happened. Must have touched a deep wound that the captain has. It's probably because I don't have a girlfriend. It's because I got no lady, that's what it is. If I had a lady, it wouldn't be a problem. But would it? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or an ologist, who knows? But it doesn't matter, life was good. I woke up, I had breakfast, I ate, I slept. It was water, there was heat, there was light. The bills are paid. Life was good. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, life is cool. Captain's chilling. Sunny outside, there's no snow yet too. So anyways, now it is time to podcast. And this past week, I went back to the Wild West. One more time, uno mas, back to the Wild Wild West. With the gunslingers, and the stagecoaches, and the horses, and the outlaws, and the lawmen. I got to see the show called Lawmen, Bass, Reeves. Now, before I get into that, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in the parent company of Paramount Plus. I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know. Now that I told you that, let's get into Lawmen, Bass, Reeves, Part 4. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the Wild Wild West. And Lawmen Bass Reeves is doing what he does best. Catching them bad guys, catching them outlaws, rounding them up, catching them. That's what he's doing. This episode, he's on the road, catching bad guys, going to saloons, talking to ladies, talking to outlaws, talking, shooting, chasing, riding horses. Doing the old lawman martial thing. That's what goes down in this episode. And also in this episode, we get to see what his lady does when he's away. Because the lawman's away, Bass Reeves is away. And his lady's in town just, talking to people, having conversations about growing land, building, expanding. Very cool. You get to see what she does. She's still networking, talking to people. See some people from the past. And that's what's basically going down. But watching this episode made me think about a couple things. As usual, I watch these shows. It makes me think about things in real life. So like in the show, we see Bass Reeves is away catching the bad guys. He's away for a while. He's out there doing his thing away from his lady. And then just in the episode, you get the vibe that he's missing his lady. He's missing being at home. And it made me think about people that exist in 2023. People that have professions when they're on the road away a lot. And their family, their kids, their wife, their husband, whatever, is at home. And you're away from your family. And how that must feel. How it must feel to be away working and you're missing that time with your family. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have no kids and I have no wife, so I really don't know what that feels like. But I can imagine if I had those things and I was away, it probably wouldn't be the greatest feeling. I imagine if you have wife, kid, husband, whatever, you want to spend time with, I would think. But imagine that's the case. I can't imagine you'd have a wife, husband, kid, whatever, and not want to. But maybe there's some people that don't. But imagine the majority of people would want to spend time with their family. Right? And this was going on way back in the 1800s. And like nowadays, it happens quite a bit. Nowadays, a lot of people are away working away. So like, just the toll that can take on a relationship, the toll that can take on a human being. Now, this is something I can't relate with. I do not spend a lot of time with a lady because I don't have one. And I can imagine that toll it takes on a human being to not spend time with a lady or a man or whatever, and missing that, that intimacy will take a toll on a man. Now, me, the captain, doesn't feel it that much because I'm an anomaly. I think I don't feel it that much because I don't know what I'm missing. But if you have that intimacy relationship with another human being and you're taken away from it, you know what you're missing. I probably don't feel it because I don't know what I'm missing because I don't have it. But I imagine that once I had it, it was missing it. You kind of be feeling it. And in the show, we see that Bass Reeves is feeling it. And in the show, we see Bass Reeves' wife is feeling it. They're missing their spouse. They're missing their novia. They're missing, right? They're missing their partner. And if you guys out there in cyberspace have girlfriends, wives, husbands, boyfriends, novias, right? You probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're away on the road working and you just miss your family, miss your dog, miss your cat, miss your kids. Miss your husband, miss your wife, right? I imagine that's very tough. And in the 1800s, it's not like now we can travel quickly and even though you're away, you can come back soon. You're on a horse going across the country. I mean, this takes time away from your spouse. And it must suck. Yeah, so I thought about that. I said, man, that really must suck. And that still goes on today. So if you have family, make sure you spend time with them. Make time for them, right? The job is important. Don't get me wrong. Job's got to be done. Job is important. But so is family time. And with the holidays coming up, I hope you're able to spend time with your holidays, have a nice dinner, have some quality time, watch some movies, play some games, or whatever it is you guys do. Do that with the family. Be with the family, hang out, enjoy each other's company. So I did notice that. And then one additional thing I want to talk about is, in the episode, when Bass Reeves, Lawmen, and his posse were out there trying to apprehend outlaw, Bass Reeves' posse member, Billy Crow. You know Billy Crow? I talked about Billy Crow, right? Well, anyways, Billy Crow was going to get locked up last episode, but now Billy Crow is part of the posse of Bass Reeves. And so Billy Crow is helping Bass Reeves apprehend an outlaw. And in the process, Billy Crow shoots this outlaw and the outlaw dies. He does that, but he feels so bad about it, right? I mean, he just feels really bad about having shot this man and killing him. Right, you can see it in the episode. You can see it on his face. You can just tell he's really concerned about it. Bass Reeves as well, just very concerned that they took a life. Like they value life so much. And I feel in a lot of stuff we watch, and just in modern day society in general, people don't value life like that. If you look at the real world, I just saw something locally where someone died, right? And this happens all the time across the country, across the globe. People just getting shot and killed or killed, whatever, all the time. And it just seems like nobody has the value for a human life like they used to. Like the people on this show, like Billy Crow. Like Billy Crow generally feels horrible. And I don't know what's changed from 1800s to now, why people don't really feel that no more. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But if they do, I can't imagine all this crime and killing will be going on like it does. Because it happens all the time, constantly, you see it in the paper all the time, right? So what has changed? Why have people went from feeling remorse and feeling so horrible to now where they're just like, it's no big deal. You know, it's just, who cares? It's like brushing your teeth. At least it may be, I don't know. Yeah, so I did like how they showed that, where they really looked into life that was lost and they really felt really, really bad about it. Because a human life is such a wonderful, valuable thing. And for it to get lost for any reason is absolutely horrible. And I just feel in this day and age, a lot of people just don't look at it like that. Or just some story in the paper, or some story on the internet, or it's just something that happened over there, whatever. It happened over there, but it's no big deal, right? But it is. Every life is a very valuable thing. And I do like that in Bass Reeves, we get to see them talk it over and really feel bad about that life taken. Even though he was an outlaw. He's a bad man, right? But it didn't matter. They still felt bad and remorseful for taking that life. And they tried to save him, they just couldn't. And I just like that. I feel this show really shows a good side of humanity. So far, we're 4 episodes in, and I just feel it just been showing really good sides of humanity. Like, you know, when trouble happens or things happen or traumatic events happen, to get to see the good human side of human beings. Like I said, I feel we don't see a lot of it, or at least not as flushed out as it is in here. And it's unfortunate because I just think we need more of that, right? These shows, these media, these screens, what we watch, what we listen to is shaping our minds, right? And people like to think it doesn't, but it is. I believe it is. I believe these things shape our minds. I talk about it in the podcast all the time. I've done so many podcast episodes talking about that because I feel what we see on screens repetitively does influence our mental on some level, right? Some more than others. So it's just good to see examples of human beings being good human beings. And in a time when it's probably more difficult, we are currently in a time in 2023 would it be so much easier to be humans like that. And a lot of us are not, unfortunately. And I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. I have the solution to that. We just got to do our part to do the best we can, be the best human beings we can. So far, yeah, Lawmen Bass Reeves is absolutely fantastic. If you've not seen it, check it out. It is great. And this concludes the podcast. And until next time, we'll see you. Health is like money. We never have a true intent of its value until we lose it. Josh Billings. Until next time, this is Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.